Dylan, how is Luke doing right now?
It appears that the surgery and everything was a success. Right now, he is getting some sleep after all of that. Until he has all his energy back, we are going to let him take it easy, and sleep as long as he wants.
Thank goodness. Really.
Everly, thank you. Paying for that $30,000 surgery all by yourself like that? Also, for coming all the way to the hospital like that on foot.
What are you saying, Dylan? Of course I would do all of that for you guys. Wait, what about your wife, Kylie?
Today she has work, so she won't be able to come here. But I made sure to tell her that the surgery was a success, and that Luke is doing alright. She seems to be really relieved to hear all of that.
I can't believe she had to stay at work on a day like today, though. While her own son was having to go through such an important and life-saving surgery?
It's a very important job to her. There was no way of talking her into coming here when she has all of that to do. And I forgot to ask, but how has work been going for you, Everly?
Well, right now I'm working mostly remote, so there was no problem with me being around you guys during this event. How about you, Dylan? I'm assuming that since you were able to go to the hospital and be there during the surgery, you were able to take the day off from work?
Actually, I ended up quitting my job.
What? Dylan?
I was causing all kinds of problems for people at work by taking so much time off. I would rather have all of the people at that company not worry about whether I'll be coming into work or not. So I left. We won't be making as much money now as a family, but Kylie takes her job very seriously. So there's no need to worry about income for a while. And you helping us pay for this surgery has helped us out the most. Thank you so much for doing that, Everly.
Is that so? You have been going through a lot then.
I'll make sure to pay you back that $30,000 someday. So, can you please just give me a little time to get it all together before I hand it back? I'm so sorry for making you wait, but at this moment, I don't have all of that money just yet.
You don't have to be sorry about any of that right now. I don't mind being there to help you guys out, especially when someone in the family's life is on the line. Kylie is okay with me covering the costs, right?
What do you mean by that?
Well, it's just that Kylie doesn't really like me all too much, right? If she finds out that I'm the one who paid for that surgery, I'm sure she'll only become more upset with me.
I don't care how much she might now like you. There is no way she could be upset over you helping her son and us. She is not that irrational of a person.
I hope she isn't. I'll try and believe what you're saying for now. Now, I have to get back to work here soon, so I'll talk to you later. Take good care of Luke for me.
I will. Thank you again for everything, Everly.
Hey, are you not even going to give me a chance to catch up with you? Do you not feel bad for Dylan at all? Especially when we're having to worry about money right now. I haven't been trying to avoid you or anything. And when it came to that money, it was never meant to be a way for me to pick on you guys. I was just paying for the surgery to take some pressure off your guys' backs and didn't ask for him to pay it back to me in any way. But after just a week, he came to me with the money asking that I take it, and so that's all I did. What are you going on about? You were pressuring him into giving you that money back, even though you're aware we don't have the money right now. I understand exactly what's been going on here. In order to start taking advantage of us, you went and paid for our son's surgery so that you have something to hold against us now. You really are such a toxic woman, Everly. Like a black widow with the way you spin your deadly web. Why do you think I'd be doing something like that to you? Do you really hate me that much? I was just paying for the surgery so that you guys wouldn't be stressed and so that Luke would be able to live. I even told Dylan that he didn't have to pay me back a single dime because this is what family does for one another. What the heck? Are you trying to make yourself look good now by saying you have money to spare? You really are such an annoyance for me. Wait, that's not at all what I meant there. I happen to worry about you guys because you're my family, and I would never put any kind of a monetary value on you all. Luke was in trouble and needed to get that surgery. What family are you talking about? All you are is Dylan's little sister and nothing more. I hate seeing you thinking you're all that when really you're just some young, naive woman. You have no idea what you're talking about, do you? What did you want me to do then? Just leave you guys to struggle with paying for your son's surgery that he desperately needed? I don't understand why you don't like me so much and have to treat me this way. What is it about me you don't like? I hate everything about you, Everly, especially that patronizing attitude of yours. I was never expecting anything in return from you guys, though, when I paid for the surgery. If you are so upset by me giving you guys money for that, then why are you always asking to borrow money from me when it's being used on things that aren't your son? Huh? I am doing my best right now to take care of Luke, so don't you dare tell me I'm borrowing money from you that's not being used on him. When I'm in need of money, it's because I need to care for him. I don't think so. But if that's what you think, then what's the matter with me giving Dylan the money you both needed to pay for those medical bills? The problem is that you are patronizing us by paying for our son's surgery and all that. You really plan on getting things in return from us just because you paid $30,000 for a surgery? That's hilarious. $30,000 worth of pocket change is nothing to us, and only makes you look even more toxic. Don't you ever talk to any of us again, you freak. Then I really won't. Please. Leave me and my family alone forever so that we can actually enjoy life without having to worry about you. But I would like you to give me all the money I lent you back, okay? If you don't, then I'll have to talk with Dylan about what to do with you. Huh? Are you trying to threaten me now? Right now, Dylan is having some of the worst days of his life. You really want to make his life a living hell or something now? I told you that's not at all what I want. Kylie, would you quit complaining about me just because you don't like the fact that I'm being kind? If you're going to say that I'm patronizing the both of you, then I would like that money I lent you back. Ugh, shut up already. Just leave me and my family alone. Do you understand? What the hell is going on with you?
Hey, I have something to ask you, Everly. Luke is going to need another surgery. Therefore, we are going to need to pay even more money for him to get the work he needs done. Please, can you find some way to lend us a bit more money for it?
Of course. I heard myself about how he's going to need another surgery. If there's anything else I can help you out with, please let me know.
I really am so sorry to ask this again, but you helping us pay for it will be huge.
Let me ask you this, though. Is your wife going to pay anything at all towards his surgery?
Right. As of this moment, we are having some financial struggles. She is only able to pay for things like the house and food. Besides that, I've been on my own. I'm really sorry that I had to tell you this, but just know that I'll get whatever money you give me this time back to you. I promise.
Sounds good. As long as this is all going towards Luke becoming a healthy and happy boy again, I don't mind lending more money. Will Kylie know anything about how you want to borrow more money from me?
I haven't really said anything to her about it yet, but she has to understand this is our only option as of right now. I think that Kylie is really thankful that you're my little sister. Our little sister, actually.
I really don't think she thinks that about me at all. I think for a good reason that she thinks I'm trying to get money out of you guys.
There's no way she's thinking that. You have been helping us out so much and never asks for anything in return. I'm sure to her there are things she doesn't completely understand, and can act out a bit when we least expect it. But in her heart, I know she is thankful for you.
Well, I'm no longer going to be around you guys that much, so how she feels about me doesn't matter.
What? Wait, are you leaving us? I hope that's not what you meant by that.
I'm thinking of selling that house, Dylan. After all, I don't have an unlimited amount of money on me. I have been thinking about this for some time now, and I think that I can sell the house and use that money for some other things.
I see. That makes sense.
I'll make sure to help you and Luke out by finding you guys a new house to live in as well. And I can help you with the costs of a new place as well. But there is one rule to all of this when I begin to make my move.
One rule?
I've been told by your wife every single day that she doesn't want me around anymore. For me to no longer have any relations to her. I really don't think she has the right to be saying something like that when she's the one that's living in my house at the moment.
Wait, that's,
You feel that she's only saying things? I don't think so, Dylan. I can no longer take the way that woman behaves towards me. You guys happen to have Luke around, so I've just been trying to bear with things, but I can't do it anymore.
Then, what's this one rule you have for us when we move out of this house?
I will pay for this next round of surgery for Luke, like you've asked. And you don't have to pay me anything back for it either. But I ask that you please divorce that woman. Please.
What? Wait. That's insane!
If you don't leave her, then I'm no longer going to be able to help you out financially. I can't stand being connected to her in any way, Dylan. I never wanted things to come to this, and I hate having to ask such a horrible thing from you, but please understand where I'm coming from here.
But, no matter how much she's been causing you trouble, divorcing her is asking too much.
I see. Then how about you take a look at this? Hey, what the hell is going on here? What do you mean I have to get out of this house right now? I'm having the house sold soon. It is my house after all, so I have the right to decide whether to keep it or sell it. That's not the problem. The problem is you not asking me if I allowed that before making the decision. Do you think I'm really okay with something like that? Especially during a time when we have to deal with Luke's second surgery. That's the thing though, I don't have all that much money, and his surgery costs a lot more money than one should have to be paying. If I don't have the house sold, then there won't be enough money to pay for him to get the surgery he needs. Luke is already in the hospital having to undergo more treatments, so while he's there, I think it's the perfect time to move out of the house. That's why you need to start getting yourself ready to leave. Pack your things up and let's go. I will not allow this. Does Dylan know what you're doing right now? Of course he does. Here's another thing. There are some divorce papers in the living room filled out for you, so all you have to do is sign them before you go. What? If you want more details on that, then please speak with your husband about it. Make sure all your things are packed up by the end of the day as well, and that you are out of there. Tomorrow, there will be some professional cleaners coming, as well as a realtor to inspect the place. Huh? Wait a second. Dylan, where the hell are you right now?
Where am I? I'm with my sister right now, as we sit at Luke's bedside. He is going in for surgery pretty soon here, so we have to be here while he's going under for the operation.
Hey, that freaking idiot sister of yours is asking me to get out of this house right now. Also, she's telling me to sign some divorce papers for her? What the actual hell is all of this about?
Right. All of that is exactly what it seems, Kylie. I want you out of that house by the end of the day. You can do that, right?
Huh? I have no idea what this is all about, though. What the hell are you going on about?
You and I are done with. I want a divorce, and you know the reason for why I want one, right? I already know everything. So you'd better start confessing with the true story before things get too out of hand. Now, tell me what the reason for this is.
What? What reason am I supposed to know about? There's no reason we should be getting a divorce, period. I'm not sure what all you've been told, but that's all a lie and just crap to try and get you to distrust me.
Kylie, you've been borrowing money from Everly this whole time, right?
Wait, what? I've just been doing that because of you and the fact that we don't have the money right now to pay off everything. You're never even at the house most of the time, though, so how would you know what that money's going towards?
I guess I have been out of the house quite often for things like Luke and that. And before his first surgery, I had been going to work all the time. And then after I left my job, I left you in charge of all the household bills and things like that. So, I'm sorry there. But was all that money you kept borrowing from Everly really for the household costs?
Of course it was. Of course there was a little bit of that money that went into me refreshing myself.
Refreshing yourself? Huh. What exactly were you doing to refresh yourself?
Why do you have to know all the details on that? I just went out for some drinks sometimes. Is that really such a bad thing for a working wife and mother to be doing?
You make it seem like you only went out to drink once a couple of weeks. But what about when you go 3 times a week?
What? How?
Everly ended up seeing you by coincidence downtown one day. You were heading into a male strip club down there, dressed in what some would call pretty exposing clothing.
What?
And that day so happened to be the same day that you had Everly hand you some more money. Everly was interested in what was really going on there, and so she went to one of the male strippers that came out there later and asked them what was going on with you. He told her you went there regularly to get wasted and have men entertain you, at least 3 times a week.
No, wait, he must have mistaken me for someone else then, right?
I'm not trying to make an argument out of this. You already know that this means divorce, and there is no room for discussion on that. Get out of that house now, Kylie. I'm on the verge of coming over there and kicking you out myself right now. While Luke has been going through hell due to his illness, you left us to go and have some other men feel you up.
But I had no other choice. I was so lonely, and have been the whole time. You were never home to be around me, and anytime you did come home, it was only to talk with Everly.
This is during the time when our son has been in and out of the hospital due to an illness that's killing him. And you're going to complain about feeling lonely that whole time?
Well, I mean, you never even paid any attention to me, and then you both decided later to have us all living in the same house together. I never wanted her living in the same house as us. I just wanted it to be us 3 where you'd always come home to see me.
Are you kidding me right now? Things have been tough for everyone this whole time financially, while our son has been battling for his life. You want to know why we ended up living with my sister in the end? Because we couldn't pay for our apartment's rent anymore. There was no other option for us, whether you liked it or not. And the same goes for me being out of the house all the time. Are you trying to say to me right now that your feelings are more important than our own son's health?
Shut the hell up. You have no idea how hard things have been for me this whole time.
That's probably right. I wouldn't ever be able to understand how a woman who leaves her sick son to take her sister-in-law's money and to go out to have other guys on her feels. I really have no clue how you feel. But it's not like you care about how anyone else besides yourself feels. So I think we're even.
Fine. I get that the way I handled things wasn't all correct. I'll apologize for what I've done, as long as you forgive me.
No way that's happening anymore. It's not like you've actually learned anything from your actions.
I have learned, though. I'm serious.
Well, if that's true, then you must know you have to apologize to someone else as well. Right? You should know all the wrongs you have done, and should be able to take responsibility for all of them, right?
Hey, Everly. Sorry about everything. Sorry about everything? What everything are you referring to exactly? Well, about all of that money I've borrowed from you, and about saying a few rude things about you. A few. Do you mean a lot of rude things there? Also, I'm not worried about the money I handed to you. The real problem is the way you used that money I let you borrow, right? I am so sorry for lying to you and using that money to go out and have some fun. Is that enough for you now? Hold on, it looks like you're starting to get annoyed with me again. If you haven't learned anything from what you've done yet, then don't come trying to apologize to me. What? This is all because you went and started to blab to Dylan about things you weren't supposed to know about. So that's how you're really feeling right now? You're going to blame me because I told on you? I cannot believe you, Kylie. Seriously, are you like 6 years old or something? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry about that. I'm just getting a bit antsy over here is all. I will give you all that money you lent me back, so would you please forgive me already? You sure will be giving me that money you borrowed back. But whether I forgive you or not will be discussed another day, right? Please, I'm already being kicked out and will have no place to go. Also, I happen to really love Luke a lot. I don't want to see him go. What the hell are you talking about, Kylie? You don't love Luke. If you did, then you would have gone to see him when he was in the hospital. Don't start lying to me again just because you're afraid of being alone. I get what you're all about. So once you give me every cent I'm owed back, then I'll think about what to do with you. Really? Oh, thank you so much, Kylie. But for right now, I want you to sign that divorce paperwork and get out of my house. You'll be able to do that for me, right? All right. I'll bring the papers to the hospital for you guys right now. You're still there with Dylan, right? Excuse me? What are you talking about now? Are you telling me that you have the money I need back ready for me right now? Wait. That's not at all what I meant by that. But that's what you're implying, right? You just told me you're coming and bringing the papers with you right now. That should also mean you're bringing me my money, right? Which in that case means you actually have the money right now to pay me back? Hey, I have a right to carry a little extra money on me at all times. Who knows what kind of emergencies there could be, and if I need to pay you back in order to come see you both, then that's the emergency I've been saving for. I've had this money saved up forever from the money I've been earning while I work. There shouldn't be any complaints about that, right? For crying out loud, there's no use. Hey, honestly, just screw off. I don't need that money back. The fact that there are people like you in this world is probably why people get murdered all the time by their significant other. All right already, I'll pay you back double the amount I took from you. You won't have any complaints about that then, right? I can't even begin to fathom how a person like you made it this far with Dylan. I understand that he's a calm and understanding guy, but he has limits too. I don't want to talk with you anymore, Kelly. Just get the hell out of my house before I have the police go and remove you. Hold on a second. I'm going to give you back all the money, so why can't I come see you already? I'm going to the hospital right now, so just wait for me. There's no point in coming here. Just frickin' stop. Shut up and wait for me, gosh dang it. Hey, you told the front desk not to let me come in there, right? Tell me what room you guys are in right now. Hurry. What? Why the hell are you here? I told you to stay away because it's over for you. Just stop trying already and go away. And it's not like the front desk is stopping you anyway. You're Luke's mother, so they can't stop you from going in to see him. Huh? Then why are they not telling me what room he's in right now? I keep asking and asking them to tell me, but they keep saying there's no patient here right now that goes by that name. You told them to keep me away, right? You really are a frickin' toxic witch. First of all, when you said you were coming here, you arrived way sooner than you should have been able to. Do you even know what hospital you're at right now? Huh? At Washington State Hospital. Luke is having to get surgery done at a specialist clinic right now, so he isn't at that hospital. You should know that he's been here this whole time and was moved out of that hospital weeks ago. What? Is that right? I must have forgotten all about that. Can you tell me the name of that clinic again for me so that I can come there? So you couldn't even be asked to remember the name of the clinic your son is getting surgery in right now? How depressing. I'm only going to ask this one time. Could you please go the hell away? I told you, I just forgot about that place is all. Now tell me the name of the freaking place. No, you're like a cancer to my family. This might be the first time your son will be cancer-free from 2 different types. After that, Kylie ran all over town looking for the clinic that we all were at with Luke, but she was never able to find the place. The thing is, the clinic was in a completely different city, so there was no way of her getting to us. She could have just asked the doctor at the hospital she was at where Luke was transferred to, but she was in too much of a rush to think of that. And to make matters worse for herself, as she was running all over, she accidentally dropped the envelope that had the money for me. She was probably spending the rest of her time looking for where it went instead of for this clinic. That right there just proves what is more important to that woman, and unfortunately, it's not her own son. The next day, a lot of things happened, but the divorce of my brother from that witch went through. Of course, when she met with him and his lawyer to talk about things, she didn't act at all like she had learned any lessons. So after everything was finalized and custody of Luke went only to Dylan, I took the both of them and we left town to move to another state. From rumors I've heard after we left town, Kylie is living on the streets, moving from town to town, looking for where we all went. How depressing of a life to live. I am so happy that I took my brother and nephew and got as far as we could away from that monster. Today, the 3 of us are living on a brand new property in a small house. Dylan was able to find himself a new job here working for a chemical company, and I've been working remotely at home while helping watch over Luke. Luke has always been a strong fighter and was able to overcome the cancer he had after that second surgery. He's even getting well enough now that we're going to start sending him to kindergarten, and I'm sure that being around other kids again will help him feel as though Kylie wasn't a part of his life in the first place. Watching Luke fight his way through all of that at such a young age, I could learn a thing or two and put that all into my own life. From here on out, I'm going to fight even harder for him, as well as for my brother, so that we can all forget about the monster that was Kylie.
Lily, why isn't my dinner ready? You haven't cooked for me these past few days!
Because I've been working overtime, Patrick. Your dinner is in the fridge, so heat it up and eat it.
Are you for real?
Why are you pissed?
Are you seriously going to make me do extra work when I just got home from work?
Oh my god, all you have to do is put it in the microwave. Be thankful that it's not frozen food. Also, you said about extra work, but don't you only work in the afternoon? I work from early in the morning till late afternoon. So shouldn't you be thanking me instead of complaining?
Are you talking back to me?
I just told you straight fact.
Would it be okay if I divorce you? Probably not, so do your job, you lazy ass. Maybe this is why you need to work overtime.
I actually have no problem with that.
You don't need to act all tough. Anyway, hurry up and come home and cook me dinner.
Didn't I tell you that I'm busy because I got promoted and need to take over jobs and plan events?
Okay, and it doesn't matter to me.
Anyways, I gotta go back, so eat your food.
I want a nice meal once in a while. It was a mistake marrying you. Please divorce me ASAP.
Okay. Can I go now? I'm busy.
You better cook for me tomorrow.
I have work tomorrow, so probably not.
Where the hell did you go? Where's my dinner?
I just told you that I'm at the hospital now.
Are you seriously still there?
Yes, I think I work too much. I'm going to stay at the hospital tonight and get an examination tomorrow, okay? I'm also going to take a few days off from work.
Do you think that's okay? You'll cause problems to the company and me.
I will to the company, but why you?
You won't be able to do household chores and cook for me.
You're joking, right?
Of course not. So I guess it's okay for us to divorce, right?
Why are you talking about the divorce now? Aren't you worried about your wife's health?
Why would I be? Anyways, I want you to cook dinner, so hurry up and leave the hospital.
Eat out or take out from somewhere. Jeez, you're such a scumbag to not worry about me and threaten me with divorce.
Yeah, whatever. You better come home tomorrow.
Okay, fine.
Did you forget what we talked about yesterday? Where the hell are you?
What did we talk about?
You coming home today! I was being nice to you yesterday.
What? Nice. Seriously.
Yes, I was okay with you not coming home yesterday. If you don't come home now, I can't eat dinner today either.
Okay, and?
What's with that attitude?
Don't you know that I needed your help?
Why would I help you? Deal with it by yourself and listen to your husband.
You were such a dick.
You know what? You are being such a bitch, so leave the hospital right now and come home to cook dinner.
Absolutely not.
Why? Stop making excuses. If you can't move, then why don't you crawl or something?
Are you for real?
Yes, if you don't come home, that means it's okay to divorce, right?
We're actually divorced already, so I don't know what you're talking about.
What?
Crawl home and cook dinner? Sorry, but I need to laugh at this.
Whatever, what do you mean we're divorced?
Well, I was fed up with you thinking you're the boss, so I sent the divorce papers in.
Stop lying, I haven't filled it out yet.
Yes, you did. You threw the signed papers at me a while ago.
I thought you threw it out.
Why would I throw out something that important? I was finding the right time to send it in, so thank you very much. Thank God we're divorced now. Hallelujah.
Shut up. Wait, are you discharged from the hospital?
Nope, just wanted fresh air. I'm actually going to stay at the hospital this week.
Can we please make the divorce invalid?
Aren't you the one that gave me the signed papers first?
Yes, but I wasn't gonna divorce you for real.
That was a threat. Sorry, but I'll not change my feelings. Also, I'm not going home, so please pay the mortgage, okay?
What? I need to pay for it?
Of course. I've been paying for it, but since I moved out, it's your responsibility now. Will you be okay? Isn't your monthly salary about $600?
No, please don't say that you're gonna move out. I still love you.
How many times do I need to tell you that we're done? Do you not understand what I'm saying? Are you an idiot?
I didn't expect for you to divorce me, and there's no way that I can help you pay the mortgage. You're earning a lot more money than me, so can you help me?
Are you joking right now? Why would I help someone like you? You treated me like shit every day, haven't paid even a penny for the mortgage, and didn't help me even though I was carried to the hospital. You're a self-centered douchebag.
Look, I'm sorry, but isn't it common sense for the wife to do the household chores? Wait, did you divorce me because you didn't want to do that?
Wow, what is wrong with you? I just explained why I divorced you. Maybe you were the reason why I was carried to the hospital.
Me?
There was nothing but stress living with you. I wonder why I married a person who doesn't even earn money, doesn't do household chores, and threatens me by saying the word divorce like 1,000,000 times. Sorry, but you're gonna face this problem from now on.
This is not like you, Lily. Why don't we talk about this, okay? We're husband and wife, right?
We're not, so no thanks. What is there to talk about anyways? It's just a waste of time. What do you want from me?
Come on, we're a family, so let's work things out and help each other.
Work things out. Help each other. Haven't I done everything for you? You never helped me, and I never heard the word thank you once.
Like I said before, it's common sense for the wife to do everything, so why don't you appreciate it?
What year are you living in?
I did help you before, actually.
Really? When?
Well, I can't think right now, but I have, though, maybe.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, anyways, why did you send the divorce papers without my permission? Let's make it invalid, please, and come home, because there was no way I can pay for the mortgage.
Nope. Good luck with that. Don't think about contacting me saying that you can't pay, okay?
Wait, please, don't leave me! Who's gonna do the household chores for me?
You're a grown adult, so watch YouTube videos and do it by yourself.
Why do we need to divorce?
I mean, you threatened to divorce me a couple times, so all I did was listen and sent the papers. If you want to make it invalid, I'll hire a lawyer and divorce you no matter what. If that happens, will you be able to pay for the lawyer?
Lawyer? Why are you exaggerating this story? Can we talk about this once?
Absolutely not. You're wanting to talk means that you want to make it invalid, right? Okay, I'll hire a lawyer right now.
Don't say something like that. Also, you can't just leave me at the house.
Actually, I can because my parents packed all of my bags and moved it yesterday.
What? When? Okay, wait, are you actually gonna divorce me?
Yes, how many times do I need to tell you? If you have anything to say, talk to the lawyer, okay? I think someone will contact you.
Don't say that, you're scaring me. Hey, I promise I won't complain, even if you don't do the household chores.
Wow, after all this, you still think that I'm gonna do something for you? I think I'm turning stupid, so I'll excuse myself. If something bad happens to you, remember that everything is your fault, okay? If you have time to blab about something, why don't you start looking for YouTube videos? Patrick tried to contact me a couple times to ask if I can help pay the mortgage for him, but of course I said no and blocked him afterwards. I heard that he got kicked out of the house and the house was sold to someone else. He's now living in the middle of nowhere looking for a full-time job because he needed the money to live. On the other hand, I'm feeling much better, and I'm back working, living a stress-free life.
Hey, Laura, are you there? I just wanted to remind you that we are going to get married tomorrow. You do know that, don't you? So anyways, I just wanted to take this opportunity to say that since you and I are about to be marrying each other, I really think that you should give me just a bit more money every single month. I mean, I know that you're already giving me a bit of money for the time being, but it's never enough. I always end up spending it all, and so I need more.
But Dale, I think that I'm already giving you a lot of money at this point, aren't I? I mean, just why is it that you need so much money from me anyways? If you really are needing a bit more cash, then why don't you go start working a part-time job or something like that? After all, it isn't like you don't have enough time to work. I know your schedule, and you could certainly manage it, I'd assume.
Excuse me? You're telling me that I should go out and find a job? Are you kidding me? I'll have you know that I already work hard right now, thank you very much.
Dale, please, you and I both know that when you tell me that you're going to work, all that really means is that you're going to the casino. I just wish that you could find a normal job with a consistent salary. I think you would enjoy that a lot more than winning and losing all day on cards.
You have no idea how it is to do what I do. Well, excuse me if I don't earn enough money for playing cards to make you happy, Laura. But it's not like I'm not doing other work around the house. Aren't I taking care of basically everything around here? I do all the cleaning, I do all the vacuuming, I cook all the food. You basically have a house husband, and yet you don't seem grateful for all that work.
That's not true. I really am grateful for all that you do, and I really appreciate all that you do around the house for us.
Well, if you were really appreciative of what I do for us around here, then maybe you should start to pay me for all the work that I do. Either way, I need more money, and I need it now.
Dale, I really respect where you're coming from, and I can understand wanting to get paid for the work that you're doing. But let's not forget that I am the one paying for so much of what we already have. I mean, take food, for example. Not only do I buy all the groceries that you use to cook, but you don't even cook every day. In fact, I would say that most nights we end up ordering out instead, and that I always end up paying for it. As for the cleaning, well, I think that we can both say you don't always do the best job, and, well, you could be a little more careful the next time you clean.
I really can't believe that you're complaining to me about these things right now. I mean, you really don't know how lucky you have it. Do you have any idea just how grateful you should be that someone like me is with you? A person in a wheelchair? You have no idea how difficult that makes things for me. So I really don't understand where you get off trying to ask me to do even more for you than I'm already doing.
But it's not like I'm asking you to do anything for free. After all, I'm literally paying you $1,000 a month for all that you do for me. But all you do is spend that money on booze and gambling, and then you come back to me and say I don't give you enough. Not only that, but when you are home, all you do is eat snacks and watch TV. Don't you think there's more to life that you could be doing?
You have no idea what you're talking about, and I am not going to let you try and tell me how to live. Do you understand me? Besides, are you always at home to be watching what it is that I do? You can't say for sure that all I do is eat and watch TV. Do you even like me, Laura?
Of course I like you, Dale, but I know that you could be doing more than this, and I just want what's best for you.
You're telling me that I should learn to stand on my own two legs while you're stuck in a chair? Give me a break. You do realize that even when we go out, I'm still always watching out for you, don't you? You have no idea what it's like to be dating someone in a wheelchair when you're the normal person. You don't know what it is that I have to go through.
Dale, I'm not trying to say that this has been easy on you, okay?
Well, then why are you always acting this way towards me? Why are you being so selfish? Don't you get that you have a normal person like me helping out someone like you? I think I've already gone above and beyond what anyone else would expect of me. I wouldn't have any of these problems if I was dating another normal person.
Dale, why are you talking like this? Are you telling me that you regret getting engaged to me? Why wait until now to tell me about all of this? I'm sorry, Dale, but I think I'm going to need some time to think.
Wait, no, that's not what I was saying at all. I wasn't saying that I don't want to marry you. I just want you to think about how I feel a little more.
Tell me, Dale, just what kinds of people have you dated before me? Have they all been normal people, as you like to call them?
No, that isn't true. There was one girl I was dating and she was deaf, so what do you think of that?
Oh, really? You were dating a deaf girl? Didn't know that. And just what was the reason for your breaking up?
You think I remember why I broke up with some ex from so long ago? Come on. Why are you even bringing up old relationships of mine? Look, I think that we're getting away from the whole point of why I started this conversation from you. I need more money from you. Do you understand?
You know, I've been pretending not to notice this whole time, but you've already been getting extra money from me. The money that I forget on my desk when I go out, the money that I actually put in my desk. I know that you've taken that money and pocketed it for yourself. In fact, I'm pretty sure that you've even started taking money right from my wallet as well.
Oh, I see. So you finally noticed what I've been doing this whole time. Is that right? Well, I hope that you understand that you're at fault for that. When I need money and you don't give it to me, what am I supposed to do? Besides, It's not my fault if you're always dropping money everywhere and forgetting all about it. Would you rather the money just got lost and never used?
Except that I don't drop money everywhere like you're saying, Dale. I put money down to be used for later. And I'll have you know that I really don't appreciate you snooping through my things looking for spare cash to take for yourself.
Okay. I guess I can try and stop doing that from here on out. But after all, it's not like you don't have savings of your own, right?
Savings? And just why do you want to know about how much money I have saved away?
Well, I mean, we're about to get married, aren't we? I think it's only natural that I want to make sure that my wife has some money put away. So I was just checking to make sure that you did. By the way, would you mind telling me where you stashed it all? After all, if I'm going to be living off of you, I should know where to go for my money.
So you finally just come out and say it. Your whole plan is just to live off of me and my savings? Don't tell me that you were doubting me about how much money I might have.
No, of course not. I really was just checking to make sure that you did have more money. After all, when you and I are married, your money is also going to be my money. Isn't that right? So I just figured that we should have the money talk now, and you could tell me how to access your savings. Wouldn't you agree with me?
I understand what you're saying, but the thing is that we're not married yet. And even when we do get married, my own savings would still be my money.
Oh, come on, Laura. You're not actually going to be all cheap like that, are you? I really don't know if we can get married if you're going to act this way. I just want to make sure that you have the money that I assume that you do. Can't you just show me that you have it?
Okay, fine. If you really want to know how much money I have in my savings account, it's sitting at about $800,000.
I see. And this is all in a safe or something? If it's in a safe, can you tell me the combination? Or is this all in a bank account? If so, where's the card for it? And what's the PIN number?
And if you want to go to the bank to access it, you can use the code. And if you take my card, the PIN for it is...
Amazing. I feel so much better now that we've been able to talk about all of this. Thanks for understanding, Laura.
I knew that he was up to no good. I just knew that I couldn't trust him one bit. And it's just like I feared. Today he was asking about how much money I have. And since we're getting married tomorrow, I bet he was just waiting this whole time to ask me about that. Oh no, it really is just like you were worrying about, isn't it? Are you okay? I mean, I would have been feeling depressed after that. If you need anyone, just know that I'm here for you, okay? I don't know what I would do if I found out that my fiancé was this kind of person. Oh, Audrey, thank you so much for worrying about me, but I really do think that I'm going to be okay. But it really does mean so much that you want to be there for me. I'll be honest, though, I've thought that this was the case for a while, and I guess I prepared myself for it. Anyways, it's been a long, long time since I ever really felt like Dale might be the one for me. Wow, you really seem to have much better perspective on this than I might be able to. But if you think that you're going to be okay, then that's all that really matters to me. After all, I know that when you're ready to cut a man out of your life, that you get all business about it. You act as if you've suddenly found a strange bug on your shirt and flick it off. Well, I just didn't think that I would have to be doing something like that with Dale, of all people. But then again, I guess I've never really had all that much luck with guys anyway. Sure, maybe you've dated some not great people in the past, but it sounds to me like Dale really takes the cake for being a total jerk. I don't really think that you could ever do worse than him. But I guess Dale also hasn't realized that he would need to do more work to hold on to you, isn't that right? I really don't know about that, but either way now, I'll have to think about what I want to do about this. Well, what I don't understand is why Dale would try and act like this when he's already admitted that he's just going to live off of your money anyway. I mean, he literally said that to you, right? Doesn't he realize that's like leaving a big smoking gun for you to use how you want? Yeah, I think there are a few ways that I could go about handling this, but the thing is that even though Dale has said that, he still hasn't taken action to really make his motives known. I'm just waiting for him to slip up in a big way before I finally make my move against him. Well, I guess it's a good thing that you're being so meticulous about that. That's actually what I really admire about you. Once you set your mind on something, it's tough to get you off of it until it's dealt with. You like that about me? I feel like I know quite a few people who dislike me for that exact reason. But I'm glad that I have a friend like you to talk to about these sorts of things. Whatever happens, though, be ready for a show tomorrow.
Oh, wow. I was hoping that you were going to give me just a little bit more money, but this is way more than even I was expecting to get from you. Guess it really does pay off to be dating such a stupid girl in a wheelchair. Anyways, thanks for the money. Have a nice life, you loser.
Wait, what? Dale, I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Where are you right now? You know that we're engaged to be married, don't you?
You mean you still think that you and I are going to be getting married? Don't you get it? I tricked you. Of course we're not getting married. The whole reason I was putting up this act this whole time was also that I could get you to tell me how to access your money.
Wait, so then you're telling me that you don't want to get married to me at all?
Of course I don't want to get married to an ugly little cripple like you. I was only using you to get into that safe that you gave me the combination for.
You mean that you went to my safe and you're going to open it?
That's right. I'm actually just about to open the door and see all of your money that's waiting for me to take it. Oh, man, this was so easy.
Yeah, well, you have my condolences. I wish you the best, though.
Condolences? What in the world are you talking about? If anything, I should be saying that to you. Don't you realize I'm about to rob you blind?
How about you finish opening the safe and then finish all your gloating, okay?
Wait, what? What the heck is going on here? Is this supposed to be some kind of joke or something? The only thing in the safe are some rotting vegetables.
Yep, that sounds about right. I made sure to pack the safe full of vegetables, and I suppose they would have started to rot by now. But tell me, did you like the little surprise that I left in there for you now that you've seen it?
Surprise? You mean to tell me that you knew that in this safe there would only be smelly old vegetables? What's the matter with you? Where's my money?
Oh, you mean my money? Because I don't think that you have money, considering the fact that you don't even work. So I don't really know why you thought you were so entitled to my money when you hardly do anything to earn that either.
Shut up! I'm not in the mood for these little games of yours. You just tell me where you put your money right this instant.
Oh, actually, the debit card for that account may still be in there in the safe if you just dig around with your hands for a little bit. Although I'm pretty sure it's buried quite deep down there, so you'll have to do quite a bit of digging.
I can't believe that you're actually making me do this. This is just disgusting. What kind of sick person are you? I can't find it. I thought you said that it was in here. Where's the card? I can't find it anywhere amongst all these vegetables.
Oops, well, I guess I lied to you. Of course I wouldn't leave my bank card in with all of those rotten vegetables. That would be just disgusting. But did you actually think that I left the card in there for you? Were you about elbow deep into the rotting spinach before you realized there was nothing in there? Oh man, I wish that I could have been there to see that. That sounds absolutely hysterical.
You lied to me about that card? I can't believe you. You really have a screw loose if you think it's okay to be treating people like this.
Do you really think that you're in any position to be saying that to me? You just said that you started a fake relationship and even got engaged to me, all so that you could try and steal my money. So how about I ask you just what you think you're doing? Because this is a pretty bad way to start a marriage, you know?
This isn't a joke, Laura. Did you really actually think that I was going to marry a crippled little loser like you? I won't let you get away with this.
You really are just such a piece of trash. Do you even realize that, Dale? And as for not getting away with this, trust me, the feeling is more than mutual. Although I must say that I don't think I've ever been through something quite like this.
You've ruined everything. You've made all the time that we spent together mean nothing now. I'm just so disappointed disappointed in you. But the games are over, so give me all your money now.
Do you really think that I'm just going to follow through with that because you told me to? You really need to wake up if you think that this is how the world works. I mean, you lied to me, and you think that I'm still going to give you money after this?
You have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, you haven't stopped to consider how I feel about all of this. Here I was thinking that I was going to get a ton of money, and now I've got nothing.
Yeah, well, that really means nothing to me at all, and you're nothing but a con man.
Oh, come on. So what if I lied to you? Didn't it feel good to be with me before you figured out the truth? Isn't that worth anything? How'd you even figure out that I was doing all of this to begin with, huh?
I mean, it really wasn't all that hard to pin down at all. You do realize that in my work as hiring manager, I have to be vigilant for all kinds of liars, right? Not only that, but you all but practically told me of what your plans were. But I guess you thought you'd have more time to get away with them. But you literally told me that you were planning to live off of all my money. And you know the funny thing is, I would have let you if you didn't go and do this. But now that you've gone and ruined all that we had together, you're not going to get a single cent from me.
I don't get how you could do this to me. It doesn't make any sense. I never, ever want to see you again after this.
Oh, you don't have to worry about that. I've already called the police, and they should be on their way.
Wait, you mean you actually called the cops on me over this? Hold on a second. Why can I hear sirens coming down the street right now?
Oh, wow. They even put on the sirens for you. That's going to make you feel kind of special, right? But then again, I guess you are in the middle of a failed robbery attempt right now, aren't you? But the police know exactly where to go to pick you up, so I wouldn't try to run. You'd only get in more trouble.
What's going on? How could you do this to me? I mean, you stabbed me in the back. You betrayed me.
I mean, you were already doing the same thing to me, and besides, it's not like you're not trying to rob me. You literally waited for a time that we would be apart to try and get into my safe and take the money out of it. You even admitted to as much in the very first messages that you sent me today.
But I didn't think that you'd go and run to the police about this. You weren't supposed to do that.
Why wouldn't I go to the police if someone were trying to rob me? You're doing something bad, so I call the cops. It's pretty simple, really. I imagine that if you were hearing the sirens a few minutes ago, though, they've probably got you surrounded by now.
So then, you mean, you really think that I might get arrested for this?
I mean, if the cops are there and they're surrounding you, I doubt it's because they want to throw you a surprise party.
This isn't funny. I have to get out of here. What am I supposed to do? How am I supposed to escape from this? You've got to help me, Laura. Haven't I been a good boyfriend to you?
You hardly ever did any work around the house despite always complaining about the hard work that you do. Your whole plan for our relationship was that you would just leech off my money while you wasted it all on alcohol and gambling. And even when I was paying you a little bit of money every single month, you were so ungrateful and said I wasn't giving you enough. So no, I wouldn't say that you were a big boyfriend even in the slightest.
But, I mean, I was dating you and you're in a wheelchair. Doesn't that count for anything at all? You have no idea what I've sacrificed not dating someone normal.
And that's another thing. You keep calling able-bodied people normal and act like you're some kind of saint for dating a woman in a wheelchair. It's obvious that the whole reason you targeted me for this scam of yours was because you thought that you'd be able to manipulate me.
Okay, fine, so what? Yeah, I thought you were going to be an easy mark because you're in a wheelchair. Man, I wish I could have stolen your money. It's not like you would have been able to chase after me.
I don't get why you don't just step outside the building and turn yourself in. You realize that you're only making things worse for yourself, don't you?
I don't care what you think. What do I possibly have to lose now? Besides, I haven't even really done anything when you think about it. All I did was open up a safe that you gave me the combination to, and all I found there was vegetables.
Yes, you're right. I suppose the most you could be charged for this is attempted robbery. But what about the deaf girl you were dating? I know all about what you did to her.
Wait, hold on a second. How did you find out about her?
Actually, a friend of mine who I told about our situation introduced me to your ex since she had a similar story. We talked and we realized we had both dated the same person and that you were never punished for what you did to her. So while I may not be able to get these charges to stick, I am sure that mine aren't the only ones that you'll be facing. Anyways, I'm sure the police are going to burst in there any minute, so enjoy jail.
Wait, but then... Serious? Oh, crap. It's really, really bad. Things weren't supposed to happen this way!
After that, Dale tried to leap out the window to escape, but he was on the first floor and the building was already surrounded, so he only got in more trouble and was immediately captured. My friend Audrey took Dale's last victim, who she had introduced to me, down to the precinct to identify Dale as the man who had scammed her. Apparently, it was a very similar story where the two of them were about to get married. Then, on the day before their wedding, Dale disappeared with all of the poor woman's money. Thankfully, Dale wasn't able to get that far with me. Now he's awaiting trial for what he did to the two of us, and I am sure that he is going to get his just desserts soon enough. As for me, although I was in a bit of a shock from my experience and what Dale tried to do, I was just glad that we were able to stop him before he had a chance to escape. I know that it's going to take me a little bit of time to sort out my feelings about all of this, but I'm sure that I'll be fine in due time. And as long as I see Dale punished for the way that he tried to take advantage of differently abled women, then I think I will be able to rest easy knowing that he's been taken off the streets. Getting that kind of justice will certainly help me heal from this.
Oh, Mom, how have you been doing? This is Julia. Do you remember me still?
Huh? Julia? Didn't you cut ties with me as your mother 3 years ago?
Well, I had done that back then, right? But after giving it all some thought, I think I'm willing to let the two of us get back together again.
But you said that we'd never talk to one another again.
Yeah, I get that I might have said something like that, but I've taken back what I said before and I'm thinking of reconnecting with you, so go ahead and start thanking me.
No, I don't think I will. Why are you even coming back to me right now? You took a lot of my things, and even the wedding ring that your dad gave me before he passed away when you left my house. Did you think that I'd forget about all of that?
Oh, come on now, Mom. You can leave all that happened then in the past. Thinking about those things will do you no good, and they certainly won't help us become family again. And by the way, Mom, if you had gotten remarried, you should have told me that. That's pretty sad of you to keep something so important away from your daughter. Not telling your only daughter a single thing about that.
But we had agreed that we never ever talk to one another again, like you wanted.
And on top of that, I've seen that the man you married is a doctor, right? And to make things even better, he's a very famous doctor that a lot of people travel to be treated, but, right?
Who are you hearing about all of this from?
So, what that means is that you and him have a lot of money now, right? No, you have to, right? He's a famous doctor after all, so there's no way he doesn't have massive amounts of wealth.
What are you wanting to say about him, Julia?
Well, Mom, you had always wanted the two of us to reconnect, right? And I'm sure these past few years have been tough on you since your only child ran away leaving you all alone. So, if you give me $5,000, I'll be willing to let you talk to me again. How does that sound?
Huh?
I'm not asking anything bad, right? I will be asking you to help me with a bunch of other things after that, but for starters, I'm asking that you give me $5,000 in cash.
Wait, what are you saying? Can you explain all of that to me again? Why should I have to pay you $5,000 when you explicitly told me that we would never come around one another again?
I'm asking you to give me $5,000 and then you'll get your very cute daughter back. I knew that you've gotten so old now that it's hard for you to understand things. That's the whole reason you lost me in the first place.
Well, I don't really think I want to reconnect with you, Julia.
Hold on. Are you just trying to act tough now that I'm back? It's alright, Mom. I never meant to do any harm to you back then. I'm telling you, if you pay me that $5,000, I'll come back to you for good. I promise that. But if you take too long to think about this, the price to get me back will steadily keep going up. Starting tomorrow, the price will rise by $10,000 if you don't make the choice right now. So try and be quick here.
After not talking to me for so long, and now asking to get back with me for a price, you think I'll just pay it? Could this mean you're having a really hard time on your own right now?
I'm not talking about my life right now. It has nothing to do with things between you and I getting better. I'm telling you that I'm willing to be kind enough to allow you to start talking to me again, so hurry up and say yes.
What?
And I mean, it's crazy that an ugly old lady like you was able to even find a doctor with all that money to marry him in the first place. Yo, stop trying to avoid me and give me an answer. I'm in a hurry right now.
Do you have a reason for talking to my mom right now?
Huh? Who is this?
So you're that Julia that she's always been talking about. I had a look at what you'd been talking about, and she was right on saying that you're a lost cause of a daughter.
Hey, come on now, who is this?
I bet things have been really rough for Mom in her past having to raise a daughter like you.
Who the hell is this? I'm tired of you being all secretive, so give me your name. Perhaps this is just some random loser?
I am Max, and I'm the son of the doctor that your mom had married. And ever since the both of them have gotten married, I've been living here with her.
Huh, and you think you know her more than me? That's lived with her since I was a baby?
I know that your mom is a very wonderful person. Do you even know why she was able to date my dad?
Why would I care about that stuff?
Your mom had been in very bad shape from how often she was stressed by her situation. And when she came to see my dad to seek help, she had lost around 30 pounds from not eating enough for a whole year.
I told you that I don't care. It has nothing to do with me. Who the hell even are you trying to be? Using my mom's phone to talk to me like you can say anything.
Your mom ended up in the hospital so that she could try and fight her illness. And after getting the right treatment to help her start feeling better again, she fell to my dad's feet, thanking him for all of his work. So what do you think?
Come on now, bud.
Your mom had lost her husband in a car accident a while back, right? Well, she didn't want to trouble anyone with the amount of stress and sadness that had all been put on her. And after you left, she was trapped for so long trying to fight her thoughts and save her health. But after she continued to fight back, she finally did something that most people could never do when they get into a deep depressive state, and that was to come looking for help from a specialist. And now I'm hearing that you keep talking down to my strong mother like she hasn't been through enough already?
Yeah. In other words, my mom was able to find the man of her dreams at the hospital. That's so cool. Congrats to her. Amazing woman. Yup. And is that why you're attached to her now? Because I know she has no use for you.
No, I'm with her now to protect her from the lost cause of a daughter that has so much debt that she had to come crawling back to her mother.
Huh? What? Why do you know?
You had married a man after you left your mom. But then he found out that you were cheating on him and then divorced you. But he also found out that you had been stealing his things and selling them to pawn shops for easy cash. And so when the divorce happened, you were stuck with having to pay a massive amount for the settlement and fines that he had asked for.
What? Why?
And now you have such massive debts that need to be paid, and that's why you're crawling back now. You heard from someone that your mom married a doctor, and that gave you the idea that you could come and get money from her again. And that's why you're back here begging for money. You really are pathetic.
Wait, why do you know about all that stuff regarding me?
Because I've made the choice to protect my mom. She would never make an enemy of anyone because she's got the sweetest heart. And I know that you're a danger to her. And when she told me that you were talking to her again, I immediately started to look deeper into you.
What? Who the hell are you? Tell me what you are.
I'm no one special, Julia. I just want to make sure that my mom is safe and away from dangerous people like you. So I'm not letting you get any further with us. Get lost.
Disgusting. If only my dad were here to see this garbage. Well, listen, bud. Let me tell you this. I'm related to that woman by blood and am her actual child. She would love me more than you any day of the week because of that.
You think she would still love you after you cut ties with her and vanished? You are the most useless waste of human being I've ever met.
I'm tired of this, so just hand the phone back to my mom so I can get somewhere with her. If she doesn't help me out soon, I'll make sure some unfortunate things start to happen. She's not going to leave me alone without helping me in some way, so hurry up and give her the dang phone.
Well, before I do that, you pay your mom back for all the things you stole from her.
Huh?
When you had left her house for the last time, you took almost all of your mom's valuable things, right? And the worst part of all of that is he also took her deceased husband's wedding ring from her. You pay her back for all of that stuff now.
Why would I ever pay her back a cent for that stuff? You need to stop talking, bud. What was at that house on the day I left was mine to take, so you don't get to tell me crap.
You poor thing. Until you pay her back for all those things, you're not allowed to talk to her. Do you not see how much you hurt your mom when you took that ring from your late father away from her?
She was with another man now, so it doesn't matter anymore. Why are you so worked up over that?
That's not what all of that means.
Jeez, this is getting so tedious. You're literally the reason why I hate men. I don't even need to be sitting right here listening to all the sewage that spills out of your mouth. All you're doing is being a little baby about things. Guess I'll have to take care of things personally.
Hey, what are you thinking of doing?
Wait, what's going on over here? Who the hell is living in my house?
Julia, what the hell have you gone and done? Your mom sold that house a while back, and right now, someone else is living in there.
Huh? What the? Because of her, the police have been called on me now.
Did you try and sneak into that house?
Well, I thought it was still my family's house, and I couldn't get the front door open because the door was locked, so I broke through the window to get in there. But then an alarm started to go off.
You are such a frickin' idiot.
You're the perfect example of an idiot, so you shut up. I think you need to start realizing all that sooner rather than later.
Are you still laughing about things? What are you planning to tell the police about this?
Oh, I'm not sticking around for them. The moment I heard the sirens coming, I sprinted away from there. But I think there was a camera that saw me. What do you think I should do about this?
I think you should be finished. Stop running from them and let them take you away. That would be best for you now that you've shown all your colors.
Shut up, dude. Why are you still using my mom's phone anyway? Give it back to her.
Hey, Julia? It's your mother.
It's about time that guy gave you back your phone. Mom, are you going to help me or not? I need just a little bit of money. And can you tell the police for me that this is all a misunderstanding? Then you won't even have to hand me the $5,000 and I'll still let you see me.
Julia, I'm going to be very brief about this. I no longer think of you as my daughter.
Huh?
I'm sorry, but I'd like you to stop texting me anymore. You've been gone for 3 years, and I think right now that it was a blessing that you had left me.
Hold on there, Mom. When I cut ties with you, you hated all that, right? Come on, I'm your real daughter, right? That stupid mama's boys of yours over there is nothing more than a waste of time. Are you really going to keep him around?
Do not say anything bad about my Max.
However you try and talk about him, he's an idiot. Who the hell is he anyways? Why does he know so much about me and care so much about you? All he is your new husband's son, right?
No. Max was the man that came and saved me from the car crash that killed your father years ago.
Huh? Hold up. Don't tell me that he was the one that pulled you from the car when that happened and took you to the hospital.
He must have told you a little bit about what happened, right? He was that guy. That's how a lot of things started. He had taken me to the hospital to be treated, but when I heard about your father's death, and then you left me later, I was on a dark path. And so one day, when I was in the darkest places of my mind, I ran back to that hospital, and his dad who became the man that helped me, and would later marry me. And ever since then, Max has always been there for me, because he knew how hard I struggled.
Is that how it all worked out? Well, I never knew any of that, but no matter what he did for you back then, why would you choose to have an idiot like him as your son?
And you think I'd want you to be my daughter when all you do is cause problems and ask for money? I'm sorry, but you have to stop. Do something with your own strength for once in your life.
Hey, what is going on here? Mom, you have never been this kind of person. And I told you that you had left me for 3 years and I changed a lot. All right. You don't have to take me back, but you better help me one last time. And then you and I can be done with one another forever. Right now, if I don't get helped, I'll be in huge trouble. Mom, your actual child is panicking right now. Are you not worried about me?
No, Julia. And Julia? The thing you should be doing right now as an adult is not texting me about your problems. You should be explaining what you did to the police, and then you should be paying back every penny you owe to the people whose house you broke into. That's all you have to do. I'm not going to reply to you anymore. Goodbye forever, Julia.
Wait! Hey, hold on, Mom. Reply to me right now. I need your help.
Hey, Mom. I'm sorry for doing all of that without your permission. After all you had told me about your daughter, and the news that she was coming back to you, I started looking into what she's been up to.
Don't worry about it, Max, and thank you. But can you tell me how you knew all of that stuff about what she was doing in her past?
Well, apparently she had been going around asking a lot of people about you, and after a little while, the news of her doing that reached my ears as well.
Is that so? I'm sorry for her causing you so much worry.
Why are you saying that? This has nothing to do with you, Mom.
No, the reason for that girl ending up the way she is all because of me. The day that her father had died in that accident and I was brought to the hospital for a while, she was in pain herself, and I had originally planned on going back home to raise her more and care for all her needs. But I think that me being saddened so much myself made her feel even more lonely and like she couldn't look at me the same anymore. And I was hoping that by having my husband's ring, I'd have the strength to carry on with her.
But you can't just blame all that's happened on yourself.
No, I was her mother and I have to be responsible for her actions. I really should have stayed strong and taken better care of her while we both had been in mourning. But I was so far gone in my own sadness that I could never think about her enough to care. And now that's caused her to act out and you were dragged into this mess.
It's alright now, Mom. I choose to do what I did because I wanted to protect you. Mom, what are you going to do about Julia now after everything that's happened?
I'd love to be kind and care for her again, but I think she needs a special kind of help from someone who is more strict and guiding to help her get back on the right path. And I've already decided to not talk to her anymore. I'm sure that she's going to be in a lot of pain for a while now. And it's tough for me knowing that she's in trouble and I'm not there to help her. After all, it's my fault that she's as troubled as she is now.
I see. I understand. Well then, how about we do this, Mom? How about you and I work on making sure that everything goes back to normal from here? You have a new life now, and the past shouldn't be able to haunt you like it has anymore.
After that, Julia ended up giving up and was taken into custody by the police that had chased her. At first, she had tried to ask one person down the street to pretend to be her dad and cover for her, but due to the fact that she was covered in cuts from the broken window, and she was such a maniac, the person slammed the door on her, forcing her to give up. Not only did she break and enter through the window to the person's house, but also damaged some furniture that she had climbed on before turning around and running. And so she ended up having to pay a giant settlement to the owner of that house, and was given a restraining order to never come within 500 feet of that property ever again. She was also charged for running from the police, but that was dropped in court when the judge learned that she was already in pretty deep and had nothing else to offer. And with that, the debt she had already had only grew worse. And so since she knew there was no way of getting out of the hell she had created on her own, she tried again and again to get a response from me. But I knew that if I gave in to her demands, she never stopped, and so I had to ignore everything she asked for. And after a while of that, Julia gave up on trying to get me to help her and left the city. And at this moment in time, I have no idea where she's at, or what she's doing, but I need to start teaching myself to not care about that stuff anymore, like I had been doing before. I am still worried about her, but I know that the only thing I can do is wish that she'll find a way to help herself get better and out of that hell. As for how my life's going, I'm still living with my husband and my son Max, and we're all having a lovely life. I had always known that Max would be there to help me, but after seeing how far he went to protect me from the horrors of my past, I am so happy to have him as a son.
Mia? What's this about you coming to visit this weekend? I don't remember giving my permission for you to come. What do you even want? This isn't a holiday coming up, so there's no reason for you to lounge around my house. Don't you understand that you are just a stranger? You can't just pop by every time you feel like it. You should be more considerate about other people's convenience, you know. Stranger? I get that you don't like me, but I've been married to Tom for 3 years now. You could at least accept that I'm your daughter-in-law. Anyway, it's not like I decided that I wanted to visit either. I already know that my presence bothers you, so if I could avoid going, I would. I'm just visiting because I've been invited to come, and it would be rude to keep on declining. Can't we at least be civil for the sake of the loved ones around us? Tom says that he wants to watch the baseball game with his dad, and I'm just tagging along because Ted wants to see me too. Is it really that big a deal? I would understand the overreaction if I was bothering you every weekend, but I've tried to keep my distance in my own way, and I've only gone to visit when Ted really insists that I come see you both. Even then, you still make a fuss about how I'm being so selfish and how I'm in the way. In the first place, I don't understand why you hate me so much and what I've done wrong. I've tried to be as sympathetic as possible, but to be honest, it's getting really tiring. The problem is that you don't know your place. I don't like the fact that you act as though you're part of our family when you come to visit, even though you don't belong here. You need to be more aware of the fact that you are just a stranger. And yet you come to my house, eat the food I've prepared as though it's all a matter of course. Even though the food I have made is meant for family, not for outsiders like you. It annoys me to no end that you think you can waltz and lounge around my house as though it's your own. I don't understand the nerve. How on earth your parents raised you, I have no idea. But they've clearly failed to raise you into a responsible and considerate adult. I wish I could give them a tip or two about how they should have brought you up, but even if I did that, it's much too late. No amount of discipline can change your horrible attitude now. I think it's weirder that you refuse to accept me as part of your family, even though I'm married to your son. I thought marriage was supposed to bring people, two families, together. Not make me feel as though I'm unworthy of being treated equally. What do you expect me to do? I've offered to help out with the cooking before, but you refuse to let me touch anything as though I'm contaminated or something. So what should I try next? Bring my own packed lunch when we're supposed to be having a family dinner? Should I sit on the floor instead of sitting at the table when we're eating? If that'll please you, I'd be happy to do so. It'd be a lot easier to do all those things instead of having to suffer the silent treatment and glares you give me. But I'm sure that doing those things will raise a lot of eyebrows among the other family members that are attending, and Ted is much too kind to let me do any of that. So I think your only choice is to accept that I'm family and try to get along with me like I've been trying to do with you. Let's be civil, for Tom and Ted's sake. Why can't you understand that your defiant attitude is the problem? You're always so sarcastic and bossy, and it gets on my nerves. You need to show more respect towards your elders, especially to the mother of your own husband. If we're talking about sarcastic and bossy, I think you'd win by a mile. That's the attitude I'm talking about. You should listen to yourself speak! I've never met someone with so much cheek. On top of that, you're always turning up with Tom and getting in the way of our family time. Why can't you let him come home to visit by himself and leave us in peace? Don't you feel guilty for coming between a mother and her son? Honestly, the way you act tells me that the only thing you think about is yourself. You are a selfish woman, and I knew it was a mistake to let Tom marry you.
I know that you don't want me visiting, so I try and avoid going as much as I can, too. But whenever I say that I can't make it to a dinner or a gathering, Ted always offers to change the date to one that's more convenient for me, saying that he wants everyone included. If you want me to stop coming, I hope you understand that you'll have to explain why I can't come to your husband first. Unlike you, he actually treats me like an actual daughter and wants to see all of us together. The more I say no to Ted, the more he worries that I don't feel welcome, which is actually true, but of course, I don't have the heart to tell that to his face. He's not the reason why I don't feel like I belong with you at all. And Melissa is a great little sister. She is the best sister-in-law I could have ever hoped for, and she seems like she's really fond of me too. I consider you all an important part of my life with Tom, and I want to spend time with Ted and Melissa too. I don't see why there's a problem with me visiting every now and again.
I'm telling you that you're not just visiting my home. You're getting in the way of my quality time with my family. You should be more aware of the trouble you're causing us. You're just a stranger, so don't act so friendly with my husband and daughter. You can't seriously think that they actually like you. They just say all those things because they have to keep up appearances. You don't even understand that, do you? So you think that you can barge your way into my home on the weekend? Don't make me repeat myself. You don't belong here. You've got nerve, thinking that you have the right to invade our personal space.
I understand that you really aren't listening to anything I say, and don't even care to try. If you really don't want me visiting your home this weekend, I'll try and figure out a way to avoid it. I'll have to talk to Tom, and he'll most likely be disappointed that I can't come with him. But I'll find a way for him to visit without me going with him. He was saying that he might want to drink while watching the game, so I was going to go with him so I could drive him home, but I guess that's out of the question.
Don't talk about him like he's a child. He can get there without your help. And of course he can drink all he wants. He was living here until he left for university, and his room is still available for him to sleep in. He can stay the night. This is Tom's home, not yours. It's a matter of course for him to come home, but there's no space for you to stay. I don't care what excuse you make, but I don't want you coming here. I don't remember giving birth to you, so I have no obligation to treat you like a daughter. You may be married to Tom, but that doesn't make any difference. I never liked you, and don't plan on trying. My son deserves much better, so if anything, he should just stay here where he belongs, not with you.
I don't remember being raised by someone so overbearing either. I understand that you love Tom, but I love him too, and he chose to marry me, so you should respect his wishes too. I think that includes wanting us to get along.
I don't care about your reasoning. Tom clearly isn't thinking straight if he's chosen to spend the rest of his life with a woman like you. Anyway, I don't want you coming this weekend, but don't you dare talk to my husband behind my back. You'll regret it.
How am I supposed to explain the reason why I can't come if I don't talk to him?
You don't have to tell him. Just don't turn up. It's that simple. I don't know what you did to make him like you so much, but I'm sure that doing something like that will make it easier for him to realize that he made a mistake to trust you. It's been annoying seeing how doting he is of you, and I wish he would see that you're no good for Tom. I don't want you saying a word to Ted about anything I've said. I'm warning you. It'll be a pain if he starts thinking that I'm bullying you, or being mean when I'm just trying to fix that warped personality of yours.
I think anyone would agree that you're bullying me if they saw this conversation.
What did you say? I have done my best with you, and you dare say that I'm bullying you? You're such an ungrateful young woman. Really, what does Tom see in you? No, it's nothing. I know that you're doing your best. Anyway, I'll talk to Tom about this weekend, so please don't get that upset. I won't talk to Ted either, and I'll have Tom give him an excuse for why I'm not with him. I understand that it's difficult for you to like me, but I'm trying my best to get on with you as well. Tom wishes we could be closer, but if we could at least accept each other's importance to him, I think it could be easier. Well, I'll have Tom let you know what happens. You know the trip to your parents' house we were planning for this weekend? I think I'll pass after all.
Huh? But I thought we already decided we would go together. Why did you change your mind all of a sudden? Did something come up at work? If it's not work, could you reschedule whatever it is for another day? I already told my dad that you're coming, so I can't tell him that you changed your mind. You know that he's really fond of you, and he'll be really disappointed if he hears you can't come this time either. And you know that it's important we see them this weekend.
I know he is. And I'm really happy that he's always so generous towards me. You and your sister always make me feel like I've actually joined your family, and I love them like my own family too. It's not work. It's just that your mom found out that I'm coming with you. And she started messaging me again. Your mom doesn't make any effort to change, even though I'm doing my best to be really patient with her. I think it's best to just keep my distance and let her have her territory. It's pretty obvious that I'm not wanted there, and I can't enjoy myself, let alone relax, if she's always so cold towards me. I want to get on better with her, but no matter what I do or say, she's always so critical and finds a problem to complain about. It's worse that she gets so jealous about me talking with Ted and Mel so normally.
Don't let her bother you so much. You've got all of us backing you up if she ever crosses the line. And besides, she's all bark and no bite. At the very least, she's been pretending to get along with you when you're with all of us, hasn't she? She cares too much about appearances to make a fuss in front of Dad.
Yeah, that's true. She's always making nasty comments when she messages me, but her personality changes completely when I meet her in person. It really makes me feel uneasy. And it makes it even more difficult to show you how horrible she really is to me. It's like it's all just my imagination until we leave and she starts messaging me about the things she must have been bursting to complain about.
You can always show me your conversations, you know. It'll make it easier for me to tell her to stop if I know exactly what she's saying to you. I don't know what she always messages you about, but she must just be craving attention. I know that you've already spent a lot of time trying to get to know her and find something you have in common, but she probably needs more time to accept that she doesn't have me to herself. She was always really overprotective of me, and now that she's feeling lonely, she's probably taking it out on you. That's not your fault, and it's wrong of her to do that. So if she does say anything when we go this weekend, tell me. I'll stop her, and won't let her say anything to you. So don't worry. You don't even have to talk to her. You can spend the day with me and Dad, and Mel will be there in the evening, so you can have her stick with you too. Also, I was hoping that we could take it easy and have a few drinks, so we might end up spending the night. Do you think you'll be okay with that?
What? You want to spend the night? No way! Even if there was a 1 in a million chance I'd be okay with it, there's no way your mom would be. Tom, I don't want to stay the night. I can already imagine the mood she'll be in the morning, and the way she'll grumble about the crease on my PJs, or that I used too much toothpaste, or that I didn't wake up early enough to help with making breakfast. I can't get anything right with her.
Please, Mia, I'm begging you. It's the first game of the season, and I don't want to miss it. Dad and I have been looking forward to this for months. I want to watch until the end, and I'll be drinking, so I can't drive us home. It'll be easier to just stay the night. Please? I won't make you come with me the next time I go to visit. You just have to visit this time, so we can give them the news.
I'll go. But I'll drive us home. That's what I always end up doing anyway. This time is no different to every other visit we've made.
You know why I don't want to make you do that. You'll be just as tired as I'll be. Maybe even more because of my mom's attitude, and because you're moving around for 2. Plus, the game might continue until late, and by the time it's over, it'll be pitch black outside. I don't want to risk anything, especially not now. You understand that, right?
Yeah, I know why you're worried. I don't want to risk anything either. All right, then will you promise me this? If your mom starts picking a fight, will you please come between us? I don't think I can handle any more stress from her. Even if I try and ignore her, she just starts name-calling and accusing me of being disrespectful. So you've got to stop her before I actually lose my temper with her.
Of course I won't. Leave it all to me. Even if she's my mom, I can't let her keep on hurting your feelings like this. She's got to understand that you deserve her respect too.
Thank you, honey. If you're that sure, then I'll trust you and I'll just focus on announcing the news on Sunday morning. Are you an idiot? What the hell is wrong with you? I think that's my line. I can't believe you would do something so stupid. I always thought that the way you were so two-faced towards me was off, but I never thought you would go this far. I hope you understand that I am never going back to your house ever again. I never want to see your face. I'm going home. Go home for all I care. I'm glad you finally understand. You were never welcome here in the first place. There's no place for you here. Not for a woman like you, who thinks that she can use this house like it's her own home. You've got the audacity to lounge around my house. Who do you think you are? You better leave while my husband and son are still watching the game on TV. Honestly, there's something wrong with you. How you can walk around like you own the place is beyond me. Excuse me? You're the one that's got something wrong with her. Do you even realize what you've done? What did you say? How dare you speak to me like that? I deserve respect. I am your husband's mother. You can't talk to me like that. Take that back right now. Respect? You think you deserve respect after the way you've treated me these past few years? After what you've done tonight? Respect is something that everyone deserves. But you don't even want to respect that your son chose to marry me. You don't even treat me like you should treat any acquaintance, even though we're supposed to be family. All I did tonight was try and use the bath, and you got mad and punched me in the stomach. You think I owe you respect? All you get is a restraining order with an attitude like that. There's something wrong with the sense of entitlement you have, and it's clear to anyone that you're in the wrong here. Maybe you should calm down and think about what you've done, and you'll realize that you've messed up. While you're at it, why don't you think of an apology? If it's sincere enough, maybe I'll rethink the order. Oh, now you're showing your true colors. I let you talk, and all you do is insult me. Apology? Why should I be apologizing to you? I haven't done anything wrong. You're the one that tried using the bath in my house, even though you're a stranger, without permission. What's wrong with me stopping you? It's my house. Without permission? I only tried using the bath because Mel said I could use it before going to bed. I would never barge into someone else's bath without asking first. I was offered it. Also, I've used the bath in this house before, and you didn't make such a big deal out of it then. And stopping me? With your fist? You can't just ask me not to use your bathroom like an adult? I would have just gone to bed without a bath if you had asked nicely, since I'm not as childish as you are. But instead, you came into the bathroom when I was changing, grabbed at me, and punched me. What is the matter with you? I can only think that you've got some serious issues that you need to sort out. Have you ever considered taking anger management classes? Because I'd be really grateful if you could start taking them. If I had asked you not to use the bath, then it would make me seem like I was the bad person in that situation. You would have gone to complain to my son and husband that I was being mean to you and act like the victim. Don't you understand something that simple? You're completely at fault in this situation regardless. I can't believe you could have done something so unacceptable. I can't take dealing with you anymore. I've been really patient with you, Sophia. But you've been way too horrible and much too rude. I'm not going to take any more disrespect. I don't think anyone can blame me for being so angry. To be honest, I don't think anyone could blame me if I hit you back involuntarily. But unlike you, I don't believe violence is the answer. I want you to be able to understand that what you did was wrong, and I would never be able to do that if I had acted on impulse and stooped down to your level. Excuse me? I'm at fault. Even though you're the one that used my bath? How many times do I have to tell you that you're just a stranger in this house, and you don't get to use this house like the rest of us do? What's so bad about me disciplining you for not listening to what I said? You're like a dog that peed on the floor. You need to be taught a lesson. A dog? My God. You're going to regret ever having said that, and ever having punched me. What? Are you threatening me? What are you going to do? What on earth do you think you can do? I'm really pissed off right now, so you better not test me. I'm going to tell your entire family what you did. There's no way Tom or Ted or Melissa will want to stay with you after they hear what you've done. I'm going to get my revenge for the way you treated me, and you're going to be a very lonely old woman. Oh, really? Try it. There's nothing you can hold against me. They're my family, and there's no way that they'll choose you over me. I came first. Ted's my husband, and Tom and Melissa are my children. They'll support what I did, and they won't ever side with a stranger like you. Do you know why? Because they're not your family. You're just a stranger. This is my house and my family. I come first. You know what? I've had enough talking sense into you. I'm going home. But you better prepare yourself. I'm not going to forget about this, and I'm not going to let you get away with it. I've had enough of keeping quiet about the things you've said and done to me up until now. I thought it was best not to say anything so that it wouldn't ruin your relationship with Tom, but you've gone and blown it up yourself. When he finds out what you've done, you'll be sorry. I don't think we'll ever meet again. Goodbye. Mia? Mia, answer me! You've got to come back. Where are you? Hurry up and get back here. Right now, Mia. Would you please stop messaging me? I'm ignoring your messages for a reason, and ordering me around isn't going to help anything. I have no obligation to listen to anything you say to me. Actually, I never had any obligation to, so you should be thankful that I was so reasonable up until now. If you're going to complain about the stuff I left there, I'm going to go and collect it when I go to pick Tom up. So would you please give it a rest? I don't want to see you, and I don't even want to talk to you. So if you'll excuse me, I'm busy. Wait, Mia, you've got to come back. You've got to come back right now or I'll get kicked out. Stop pouting and get back here. Hurry up. Why should I come back? You say that I'm pouting when I'm rightfully angry with you for punching me, and you have the nerve to think that you can order me around? Why should I do anything for you? You haven't even apologized for what you've done. As long as you think you haven't done anything wrong, I don't feel comfortable talking to you. What? You expect me to apologize to you? For what? Why should I? You're the one that should be apologizing to me for making me the bad person. Oh well, that's a shame. If you don't even want to try apologizing, there's no reason for me to come back. I guess it's difficult for someone as self-centered as you to understand when you've done something bad. Well, it's not like I would have forgiven you that easily after everything I've had to suffer. The best thing for me to do is just keep a distance and prioritize myself. I've got to put my physical and mental health first. Who the hell do you think you are? You think I owe you an apology? And you say that you wouldn't have forgiven me anyway? Since when do I have to ask for your forgiveness? I'm your mother-in-law. You owe me respect. If I tell you to do something, you should shut up and do it. So shut up and come back right now. I'm ordering you. How many times do I have to tell you before you listen to me? You're the one that told me to get out, remember? I was happy to do as you said then because I didn't even want to look at you. But now I don't have to listen to a word you say. I don't have to listen to anything you order me to do, especially if everything you say is contradictory. You contradicting yourself just shows how unreasonable and selfish you are. And I've had enough of it. I'm not coming back. I know that I'm contradicting myself, but I really do need you to come back or I'm in a lot of trouble. You've got to help me, so come back. My husband's angry with me. He says that if I don't get you to come back, he'll kick me out. But why? I don't understand. Why is my husband siding with you? He should be agreeing with me. He's my husband. You must have seduced him. I know it. You're capable of doing something disgusting like that. It's the only way I can make sense of why he's so fond of you. Seriously? How much more nonsense are you going to talk? First of all, when he said to get me to come back, I think he meant for you to apologize. Second of all, I have not seduced your husband. I think the main reason why he's so fond of me is because I've been helping to pay the loans on your house. And because Tom and Melissa also sided with me too. What? I've been paying the loans for the house you've been living in. I think that means that it's pretty much my house. Though of course, I don't want to think of it like that. I don't want Ted to feel that he owes me anything. But no matter how much I tell him that I don't want him to make a big deal out of it, he's too kind. I think that explains why he's always favoring me and wants to treat me to dinner at your house. That's why he treats me especially well, and why you might thought it was strange that he was favoring me. But I haven't seduced him. You should think a little more before making ridiculous accusations like that. What? You mean that you're the one that's been paying for the house? The house I'm living in? This house? Are you being serious? Ted had some problems with his business a year or so ago and was in a lot of debt. It was too much for him to handle the loans and the debt all by himself. So Tom and I spoke with him and I offered to pay the loans on his behalf until he clears up his debt. He said that it would take a few years for him to pay back the debt, but he promised that he would pay me back. So it was decided that I would take over paying for your house. Ted himself insisted that I use your house as if it were my own home, and I think that's why he wants me to visit more often, so I can relax and put my feet up. Unfortunately, it's had the opposite effect. But he never told me that he had gotten into debt because of his business. Why wouldn't he have told me? I bet you're just lying to make me feel like I owe you that apology. Why should I believe you when Ted hasn't told me himself? I never knew anything about his business failing. I'm not lying to you. If you don't know anything about your husband's business, that's your problem. You've got to talk to Ted about that. Or maybe Ted felt that he couldn't tell you. I don't know. It just shows that there's a lack of trust in your relationship with your own husband. Oh, that reminds me. You were saying something about my parents not raising me properly earlier? Well, I'd like to say something more about that. I think you've met my parents before on several different occasions, and you know what kind of people they are and the work they do. You know that they own a company, and that I'm helping out with running it. I should let you know that they're the reason why I was able to help Ted out with his financial problems. You owe my parents just as much as Ted does, and yet you insulted them in their child-raising methods and insulted me. I would never hold this over Ted, but you've gone way too far with your attitude. I didn't know. Yeah, and I'm sure that your attitude wouldn't be any different towards me even if you did know. But regardless of what my parents had done for you, you should have never treated me like that. I just want you to know how much you've embarrassed Ted by acting like such a selfish child towards me, someone he feels he owes so much to. Do you finally understand why Ted's so angry with you? I don't blame him for making you apologize and ordering you to get me to come back to the house. I do. So will you please come back? Now he's angry about me punching you. He's been shouting at me why on earth I thought violence was the answer. He won't calm down, no matter how much I try to explain what happened. Why does he even know about me punching you? He and Tom were watching the game when that happened. I thought he wouldn't realize. You thought it would be okay as long as he didn't realize? How naive can you get? I called Tom and told him what happened. You're going to answer for this. What? Why would you do something like that? Now it really does look like I'm the bad person here. Stop playing the victim and tell them what really happened. Tell them how you are flouncing about acting like you could do whatever you like in my house. All I did was punish you for that. I'm pregnant. Excuse me? I'm pregnant. You punched a pregnant woman in the stomach. That's why I left in a hurry, so that I could go to the hospital and see if everything was okay. Why wouldn't I call Tom and tell him what happened? Do you understand how serious this is? You're lucky that I didn't have to call him to tell him that I had a miscarriage. If I lost the baby, I would have come back to the house and torn you apart. But now I know everything's okay. I'm going to keep it that way. I'm not going anywhere near you. I didn't know that. How was I supposed to know? You never told us you were going to have a baby. It's not my fault. If I had known you were pregnant, I would have never punched you in the stomach. I swear! You've got to come back! But you would have punched me elsewhere, I guess. Whether I'm pregnant or not, you shouldn't have punched me. End of discussion. Tom and I were planning on announcing the news tomorrow morning after breakfast. That's why I thought I should endure the night to get the announcement over and done with, because we wanted to tell you all in person. But that's impossible with you. Punching me was your choice and your mistake. It's all your own responsibility, and you've got to pay for it. I wouldn't be surprised if Ted decided he wanted to have a divorce. Tom says that his dad is pretty upset, especially because he had to find out about his first grandchild like this. Ted would never ask me for a divorce. He wouldn't do that. We've been married for over 20 years. I know he's upset, but that's because he doesn't understand. If he listens to what I have to say, then he'll understand. He won't even look at me, and he keeps on moving rooms when I go near him. I'm just waiting for him to calm down before I try to talk to him again. Until then, would you just come back? I'm sure he'll be in a much better mood if he sees that I've managed to bring you back. It looks like this has all been a big misunderstanding. So if we could just talk this all through, I'm sure we can get along. Get along? Even though you won't apologize for punching me? I don't have anything to say to you. You're a danger to me and my baby. That's all I have to say. A danger? Mia, you're overreacting. I didn't know you were pregnant. I wouldn't have done anything if I knew. I don't care. Say all the excuses you want, but there's nothing that will make me change my mind. You should think about what you've done, and think about how wrong it was for you to punch me, regardless of whether I was pregnant or not. I've tried a lot these past few years to talk things through, to just obediently do everything you say and keep my distance. But no matter what, it hasn't been enough to get you to accept that I married your son. I don't think that I have the time or energy to waste on you anymore. I'd rather put all of that into raising my baby into a person that respects other people. Up until now, you've done a good job of hiding your true nature from your son and husband, but now you revealed everything to them yourself. Now you'll just reap what you've sown. All the things that you've said to me, the chores you forced me to do and complained about, the insults, they're all going to come back to haunt you. Don't say that. We can talk about this. I'm sure that we can be good friends if we just try and meet each other halfway. You can't give up on having a good relationship with your mother-in-law like that. I didn't know you were pregnant, but I'm so happy to hear such good news. I want to hear more about the baby. When did you realize you were pregnant? When the doctor thinks it's due? Please, talk to me. And I'm grateful that you helped my husband when he needed it. I didn't know, but now I do. I'm aware that we owe you so much. I was wrong about you for being a terrible daughter-in-law, and I want us to get along. Please, this is all just a misunderstanding. I want us to be friends, so please, come back and let's start over. You can't just ignore me forever. I want to be part of your lives and to help take care of the baby when it's born. No, thank you. You don't have to be that stubborn. You've got to understand that I'm making an effort to reach out to you. And what about the effort I've made up until now? You didn't think much of that, did you? Besides, even Tom has had enough of you. Neither of us thought that you could go this far, so it's not his fault, but he's shocked and ashamed that you could have hit me like that. He's upset that he didn't realize before it happened, but now he's realized that he needs to make his priorities clear. He agrees that I shouldn't come back there. So stop messaging me. We don't want anything to do with you. I'm sorry. I really am. I'll apologize as much as you want me to, so please don't cut me out of your lives. You finally feel like apologizing? It's too little too late. That punch was the straw on the camel's back. Goodbye, Sophia. I don't want you coming near me or my family, and of course that means you can't meet your grandchild. But I guess you must be really glad that it turned out the way you wanted it to. Now we really are strangers. In the end, Sophia not only lost the chance to bond with her daughter-in-law, but she also lost her own son, who announced that he wanted to cut ties with her. She also lost her chance to meet her first grandchild. No matter how much she begged him, Tom refused to tell her when the baby was due, and he left his parents' house before she could ask anything more. Ted was furious that she hadn't apologized to Mia properly, and demanded a divorce. He was ashamed that she could have treated Mia so badly and criticized her for not making her feel welcome. He wouldn't listen when she cried and wailed at him to forgive her, and only said that as long as Mia couldn't forgive her, he didn't want to even look at her. Their daughter Melissa had heard everything that happened from her brother, and she was appalled that her mother could do something so low. She was told that she didn't deserve to stay in the house that Mia had paid for after the way she treated her, and ended up being kicked out of the house by both her husband and her daughter, and was told to never come back. The night she was kicked out of the house was the coldest night of the year, and she had nowhere else to go, so she used all the money she had on her to get to her son's house in the hope that she could talk to Mia again. When she turned up on their doorstep, they refused to let her in and told her to leave. She begged them to at least let her use their bath so that she could warm up after coming so far. But, unsurprisingly, their reply was negative. They both answered that they didn't want to let a stranger use their bath, and Sophia was shut out of their home. She cried and pleaded with them to open the door, but nobody would come. I don't know what she expected. It was her own fault for the way she behaved towards Mia, and crying wouldn't fix anything. The only thing Sophia could do now was reflect on her actions. As for Mia, the doctors let her know that the impact of the punch didn't have any effect on the baby, and assured her that the bruising she had would disappear in a few days. A few months later, she gave birth to a healthy, beautiful baby, and her family and Tom's family all celebrated the birth with dinner at Ted's house. Unfortunately for Sophia, the invitation to see the baby never came.
Man, Carla, I'm so sorry about what ended up happening to you. Who would have thought that you'd actually fall down all those stairs? You look so sad and messed up now. But I don't care. Better luck next time.
What are you talking about, Elise? Are you actually that screwed up in the head that you think this is all a joke? You were the one that pushed me down that long flight of stairs, right? Elise, do you not feel any sort of regret for what you did to me?
All I did was bump into you a little, yet you decided to make a huge deal of it by throwing yourself down those stairs on purpose. Stop trying to make this all look like it was my fault. Why is everyone trying to blame me for what you did to yourself, Carla? Maybe if you took better care of yourself, you'd have better balance and wouldn't have fallen all the way to the bottom of those stairs.
I am pregnant right now, which makes it a lot harder for me to stay balanced. I've known for a long time now just how much you hold grudges against me, but I didn't think you'd go as far as trying to hurt me when I'm carrying another life. I am no longer going to allow you anywhere near me, and I'm cutting all ties with you. My husband is saying he's doing the same thing as well.
Why is everyone making such a big deal over this? I didn't do anything wrong. You were all being a bunch of jerks by asking me to leave this house for good.
Well, you've done enough to me already, and today was the last straw, so kicking you out of the house is our last resort. You are not going to be forgiven by any of us after pushing me down the stairs after coming home to Mom and Dad's house for a bit before I give birth. All you are to me now is a stranger, and you will no longer get to think of me as your older sister. And don't even think about trying to come back here, because this is no longer your parents' home.
You guys are all the worst family imaginable after saying that to me. I didn't even do anything wrong, yet you want me to stay away from you all and never come back again? Well, I'll do the same then. Don't any of you guys dare try talking to me again.
Don't worry, because none of us will be. I'm only at Mom and Dad's house for a little while longer, but you are not welcomed back here. We are going to have the locks on the house changed, all to make sure that we don't have to worry about seeing you again. None of us want you around anymore, so goodbye forever.
Yoo-hoo! It's been such a long time, Carla! Are you doing all right?
Huh? Who is this that I'm talking with right now?
What are you saying, Carla? You only have one little sister, right? And that's who's talking to you right now.
I'm sorry, but I don't have any little sisters.
What? It's been over 5 years now, and you're still going to be upset with me about all of that? That's all way in the past now, so you can just go ahead and forget about it, okay? There's no point in bringing something like that back up again when it's water under the bridge now, right? All you're going to do is start some more drama again and make things worse for yourself.
What do you mean that's all water under the bridge now? I have no idea what the hell you're going on about. You don't even have the right to decide whether or not something like what happened back then is over with yet. And let me just tell you this. Someone that pushes me down the stairs while I'm pregnant, resulting in me having a miscarriage, is not going to be my little sister any longer.
Sorry about what happened back then. There, now we can get back to being good sisters again.
What?
I'm sure that Mom and Dad are still living in their old house, right? Well, I'm going to be moving back into that house with my little boy, and he'll be able to see his grandparents. Make sure to give us your room, okay?
What are you going on about? Seriously? So far, I have not been able to follow a single word you're saying because it's all such bullcrap. You think you can come back here out of the blue? And you think bringing your kid with you will be okay?
What's wrong with me wanting to move back in with my parents? Recently, there's been a lot of people going back to live with their parents after having a few babies, right? And after having a divorce like me, it's the perfect option moving back in with the folks.
I don't really care about what others do and about your divorce. But you are not able to come back because there is no home for you here anymore.
Yeah. You are just going to keep using that as an excuse to keep me away from my parents and their home. But I have a kid that I'm bringing home with me. I will be bringing them their first grandchild, so there's no way Mama's going to tell me to get out of the house when she sees his cute little face. And actually, you don't have a kid yet, so you can leave that room and that house and make room for a proper woman. So how does that sound to you, Clara? The house is already very small, and having me and my boy in there will make it too cramped for all of us to live in, right?
Even after what happened 5 years ago, you still don't feel any kind of regret? And now you think you can just force your way back into our lives, you frickin' witch? You do understand that none of us are okay with you being around us, right?
What the hell are you talking about, Carla? You can't say crap to me when you're the one that's been living off Mom and Dad's money this whole time. How much longer do you plan on being a disgusting parasite?
I don't have all day to talk with someone who thinks that I'm the parasite as she tries to force her way back into our house. But know that I'm not here living off their money. I'm not even living in the same house as them right now, rather in a house within their neighborhood.
I know that you love the relaxing life of not having to do anything besides take their money, but I'm not going to allow it. I'm coming back to that house to live with my boy. So you, childless freak, had better get the hell out of there.
I'm living in a tower apartment right now, Elise.
Freaking liar.
What would I have to gain from lying to you about that right now? I am living in a tall apartment building at the moment, and so are Mom and Dad. Actually, they live in the same apartment building as me.
Huh? What the hell?
And another thing, I'm not childless like you think. I'm sure you wanted to use your boy as a way of feeling as though you've one-upped me and can say whatever crap you'd like, but I have a kid now as well. And right now, we are all living in this apartment as a happy family. So why are you here talking to me still?
Oh my god. You've gone so crazy that you're living in a world full of lies. Do you really think that I'm going to fall for all that crap? I get that you're still upset at me for something I never even did to you, and you're willing to lie all day long to try and make me feel inferior. That's not going to work for me.
I don't care about what you have to say about me, but I'm telling you right now that I'm not lying to you. But if you still think that I am in fact lying to you, then go right ahead and return back to Mom and Dad's house.
I'm already on my way over there. I'm going to be pulling into their driveway in a bit here, so don't even try to hide from me and act as though you're not home.
We aren't going to be acting like we're not home. We no longer live in that house anymore, and you need to realize that that's a fact.
Hey, what the hell is going on here?
What is it this time, Elise?
Where the hell did Mom and Dad's house go? All I see here is a driveway and then some empty land where Mom and Dad's house used to be.
So you really did go there. I made sure to tell you the truth and everything, yet you still went. You really did think I was lying to you that whole time then. Well, the house was torn down a while ago, and all that's left is an open bit of land waiting for the next buyer.
Huh? This land is for sale now. So then there really is no house anymore around here.
You shouldn't have to be asking me these kinds of questions, Elise. You can see that there is no house there anymore and that all that's left is some dirt and grass in the driveway. Does this mean that you're having such a hard time understanding reality that you can't even tell what's real and what's not anymore?
I understand that the house is gone, but do things like this really happen? When the hell did you all move out of this house without telling me about it? I don't even know where you guys are living now either. I'm trying to ask Mom right now where she went, but she just keeps leaving me unread.
And she has the right to. Both Mom and Dad are still very upset with you after what you did to me a year ago.
Huh? They're still both upset over that as well?
What you did to my baby then is the same as killing someone, Elise. And you haven't even tried to apologize for what you did, so how do you think they'd want to forgive you? Nobody in this family has forgiven you, and that's why we never told you about us leaving that house and about where we all moved away to. To be honest, I don't even like telling you about how we moved. We cut all ties with you 5 years ago, and that means that we don't want anything to do with you anymore.
What the hell? I am not laughing about this anymore, Carla. Why are Mom and Dad still staying on your side after I didn't do anything wrong? There's no way they still think that I was the one to blame for your falling, right? And even if I am to blame, I'm still their daughter.
It's because you're their daughter that they were so shocked by what you did and became upset enough to never forgive you.
What?
That baby that you killed was going to be Mom and Dad's first grandbaby, and they were really looking forward to that. But after you went ahead and pushed me down the stairs out of your hate for me, you ruined everything.
Hate for you? I never meant to make you guys think that I hated you, Carla. But you all moving out of the house without ever telling me about it first is messed up. You could have at least told me that you were all leaving. I have the right to know about what you're all doing as my family, right?
No, you actually don't have any rights when it comes to us, Elise. You are no longer a part of this family, and I thought we made that all clear by telling you to stay away from us forever.
But all of that is in the past now. Right now, none of that has anything to do with the present.
I've had enough of your self-centered attitude towards us, Elise. Stop that crap right now. For whatever reason, you kept saying to everyone that you'd have a baby before me. And out of jealousy towards me getting ready to have my baby, you pushed me down the stairs so that you could stop my chances of giving birth and prolong the time in which you could have a baby of your own first. I am never going to forget about what you did to my baby and I, Elise. Do you actually think in that tiny brainless skull of yours that I'll forgive you for that?
I seriously didn't think that something like that would get everyone so upset with me, though. And to be honest, I didn't push you that hard in the first place. I've told you all that 100 times by now, right?
You cannot change the fact that you pushed me down those stairs on purpose, so stop freaking trying. There is nothing else you can do about us, Elise. We have all moved away into a tower apartment building.
A tower apartment building? What? So you really all did move into a tower apartment building together? Do you really think something like that could be possible?
Whether you think it's true or not, it's a fact. So I have nothing else to say to you about it now.
What do you mean you have nothing else to say? Let me live there with you guys right now. I have a boy of my own as well, right? Do you find pleasure in making a homeless mother live on the streets with her son in poverty?
Who gives a flying frick about you and that brat? You never cared about me when I was pregnant, instead pushing me down those stairs and literally killing my baby. How about you let your son have your phone so I can tell him what you did to my baby? What do you think he'll say?
Wait, Carla, don't tell my son about things like that.
I don't plan to tell him any of that, so calm down. And it's not like I have a way to tell him because you are never going to be seeing my family and I in your whole life.
Huh? What do you mean I'll never get to see your family? I want to bring my son back home to his grandparents so he can see everyone in his family.
And like I've been saying, you have no family or home to bring him back to, so just shut the hell up about it already. We are all living in this tower apartment building on 2 separate floors. Mom and Dad are on one floor, and my family and I are on the floor above. We were able to do all of this with the help of a friend and can now live close to one another while also still having our own places. But you aren't going to be a part of this family because nobody here wants you to be. And I will not let you around my child either, as I'm scared you might do the same thing to him as you did to my last baby.
Why are you being such a witch? I am a part of that family, so you all stop being babies and let me come home. How old is your kid? I wonder if they're around the same age as my son. I think the both of them could get along really well and become super close cousins, so please let us come live with you guys and bring more happiness to the family.
After what you did to my last baby, I'm not going to let you anywhere near my kid now. Who the hell do you think you are, Elise? Nobody here wants you in this family, and I literally mean nobody. And as for my husband, he doesn't even like the mention of your name because it brings him terrible memories. I'm sorry, Elise, but you are nothing to us, and we all want to keep it that way.
I'm nothing to you guys? What the hell is wrong with you all? My son is a part of your family, right? And right now, neither of us have a place to call home anymore. Do you not feel bad for my son, at least?
Mom just got a call from your husband a little bit ago, Elise.
Huh?
He told her that after talking with you about wanting a divorce, you didn't finish the talks with him and ran away from your home with your guys' son. And he says the reason he wants the divorce is because you've been having an affair. Your son is only 2 years old, yet you leave him with your husband 24/7 so that you can go out and have fun with that other man. Are you going to tell me that your husband is lying about all of that?
What he said to Mom is in fact true. Why the hell would that bastard get my mom involved in all of this? He's literally the worst husband anyone could ever ask for. Now he's made you all aware of what's been going on.
Don't tell me that you ran away from him with your son because you're afraid that he'll take your boy away from you and force you to pay child support. Well, if that's your reason for running out of your house with your son, then hurry up and give him back to your husband and stop complaining about how bad we should feel for your son. And do that before the police are made aware of this.
The police? There's no need for the police to get in all of this. Carla, please don't be that upset with me. I just want to come and live with all you guys again with my son as well. I know that for a while now I haven't been doing a great job as his mother, leaving him at home all day with his father, but I'm sure Mom will be thrilled to see him, right? And I bet that Dad will also forgive me and let us be one big happy family again, right? Can you help me get them to forgive me? And also being able to live in that tower apartment, well, it would be freaking awesome.
Elise, I think I have a great understanding of what's going on here now. After these past 5 years, you have only become more toxic of a person, and not just to me, but to everyone you ever bother hanging around.
Huh? What the hell does that mean?
You wanted to use your son as a way of getting back into this family and then wanted to have Mom and Dad care for him for you, right? And I'm sure you thought it'd be pretty nice that way because Mom and Dad would be the ones paying to support your son and not you, right? This isn't a freaking game, Elise. What the hell is your idea of children?
Hold up, why are you getting even more mad now? I told you that I want to be together with my son and you guys, right?
You want to be together? Good freaking luck, Elise. I don't think that's going to happen, though, because you had your chance to live together with your son and family, but chose to cheat on your husband and leave your son home alone for most of the day until your husband came home to care for him. I haven't seen what life was like in your husband's house, but I can imagine it very well. You have no right to any child when you treat them like that.
Carla, I'm sorry. Don't be so upset with me. I don't have anywhere left to go right now. If you don't help me, I don't know where I'll be able to go. Help me, please? I'll make sure to change after.
Go screw yourself.
Huh? Why? I'm being serious about asking for your help, yet you're still going to say no?
You are a complete stranger. Why would I let a homeless stranger and her beast move into my lovely home with my family, I don't care about what happens to you, but I do feel bad for your son, so hurry up and give him back to his dad. And I'm going to tell your husband right now that you're near Mom and Dad's old house so he can come get you.
Huh? Why are you telling him needless things like that? You do not have to do that!
Stop typing in all caps, you child. And if you didn't want me doing something unnecessary, then maybe you should have stayed home and away from my family. You're the one without a child, so maybe you should leave that boy with his dad and get lost. It's been 5 years now, but what you did to me is still fresh in everyone's head. At this point, you have grown so toxic that I can't even begin to try understanding why you act like that.
Wait, Carla, I'm sorry. I promise that I've learned my lesson.
Well, if you learned your lesson, then you can get the hell away from my family and I and stay away. Go rot in hell, you witch. And once you're done rotting away, maybe then I'll be willing to forgive you. After that, Carla did her best to ignore anything else of what Elise had to say to her. She even went ahead and blocked her number, as well as had the rest of the family do the same in order to avoid any further stress. Elise's husband then came and found her and his son and brought them both home with him safely. He then was able to get full custody of his son and kicked Elise out of the house, asking for her to pay child support every month. Of course, she won't be able to do that and will spend the rest of her life on the streets with nowhere to call home besides a park bench. There was no avoiding this outcome after the way she treated everyone, and so we can all agree that her life on the streets is well warranted. Even her parents don't think of her as family anymore, so she really has ended up as the worst kind of homeless, with no one and nowhere willing to cater to her toxic attitude anymore.